What's good, y'all? It's your boy Hanndsome Hansen here, back with another video. And today, guys, we are going to be analyzing one of my favorite people to analyze, Napoleon. Okay? Now, I'm a type of person that looks at a lot of different people and tries to understand the mistakes that they made, as well as the successes that they've had, and try to emulate them, because I know history repeats itself. And if any wise person understands that history repeats itself, that there's going to be things that are in history that have happened in patterns, it goes up and down, and that if you can pinpoint where you're at on that slope, that you can get ahead of the curve and you understand what's going to happen next. So yeah, this is a very interesting thing. I love to basically take bits and pieces and nuggets of information from different types of people so that I can emulate them and I can become a better person, wise, and hopefully you guys can do the same, you know? Because honestly, I don't know what else y'all doing, so shoot, might as well learn there's 10 strategies to transform your life, because your life's probably trash anyway. Keep it a bean, okay? Your life could get better, and maybe your life is good. I don't know. We'll just see.
Imagine if Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's greatest strategists, could give you personal advice. For the next 20 minutes, let's channel his wisdom and explore how his principles can transform your life. Prepare to be inspired and challenged as we uncover the secrets that made him an enduring symbol of leadership and strategy. The power of a clear vision. Napoleon once said, "A leader is a dealer in hope." For him, success always began with a clear, uncompromising vision. Think about this. How can you lead others, or even yourself, without knowing where you're going?
That's perfect right there. That's perfect. A clear vision. Okay? Most of you guys don't even know where you're headed, what you're going to do in the next 5 years, what type of person you're going to become. And you're not taking those actionable steps at all. You're sitting around, watching TikTok, doing bullcrap. Right? You're not doing anything. And you think that somehow money's going to pop out of nowhere. You're going to be able to get the girl that you want. You're going to be like, stuff just doesn't happen on its own. So having a clear vision is literally crucial. You need a clear vision. You need to know what's going on. Think about it. Think to yourself right now. Where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? Plan it out. Write it down. Most of you guys won't take those actionable steps, and that's why I'm going to get ahead and you're not. So,
Think about this. How can you lead others, or even yourself, without knowing where you're going? Napoleon's victories stem not just from his genius, but from his ability to unite his forces around a single, compelling goal. His troops believed in the cause because he painted a picture so vivid, so achievable, they couldn't help but rally to him. Now take a moment to consider your own vision. Is it clear? Is it inspiring? Does it make you jump out of bed in the morning? Without this kind of clarity, even the best strategies can crumble under the weight of indecision or apathy. Your action step. Take out a notebook and write down your ultimate goal.
and this is actually so good, and this is why I'm going to say, because most people, it's not as clear to them, and that's why they're not as motivated, or that's why they're not excited. It's not as clear. They haven't seen it actually in their head. They don't see the possibilities, and they're too scared to go and try. They're too scared. What if I fail? What if I make a mistake? What if I... Bro, you're not going to do anything anyway. You're not doing anything anyway. You're going to die. This is what I say all the time. But people don't understand that. They don't listen. You're going to die. And you do not want to take risk. You rather just sit down and do nothing and watch TikTok all day and go in your bed? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Whatever.
What is your end game? Be specific, be bold, and don't shy away from aiming high. Then break it into actionable steps. Remember, Napoleon didn't conquer Europe overnight. Success is a journey, not a leap. Execution over perfection.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you delay starting something because it's not perfect yet? Napoleon's advice? Don't. He famously said, take time to deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. His campaigns were
I
marked by
love it. I love it. I love it. And this is why Napoleon's such a great role. Like, it's somebody to really look at. Like, such a great person to study. Because look, he took actionable steps and he succeeded. Calculated risk, not reckless, calculated risk. And he succeeded.
rapid, decisive actions that often left his enemies scrambling. Perfection was never the goal. Momentum was. The truth is, perfection is a myth.
Oh
Waiting for
my
flawless
God.
conditions is just an excuse to delay.
Oh my God. This is just golden, bro. Bro, this is golden, bro. Hey, I'm not going to say anything else because he's really speaking facts right here. There's no such thing as perfection. You're only delaying yourself. You're only procrastinating. Simple as that.
Napoleon's victories were not without mistakes, but his ability to act decisively ensured that he was always ahead of his rivals. He understood that hesitation kills more dreams than failure ever could. Your action step: identify one project you've been putting off. Commit to starting it today, even if it's just the first small step. Send that email, launch that website, or pick up that book you've been meaning to read. Remember, progress beats perfection every
Every
single
time.
time.
Every time, bro.
Adaptability is key. Napoleon's Russian campaign is often cited as a failure, but it also holds one of his greatest lessons: adaptability. He once said, "The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos.
Mm-hmm.
The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's." Life, like war, is unpredictable. Plans will fail. Circumstances will change. The question is, how will you respond? Adaptability.
Oh my God. It's like Sun Tzu said, flow like water, like Bruce Lee. I forget which one it was, but it's the art of flowing like water. Okay? Being as moldable and adaptable, facing any circumstances that happen and being able to adapt like that. And that is the one of the most powerful things ever.
Isn't just about survival. It's about thriving in the face of uncertainty. It's about staying calm, reassessing your strategy, and pivoting when needed. Napoleon's ability to adapt allowed him to win against the odds time and time again, even when the stakes were highest. Your action step: reflect on a recent challenge or setback. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, how can I adapt and move forward? Remember, flexibility isn't a sign of weakness. It's a superpower.
Mm.
Know yourself and your team. Leadership isn't just about strategy. It's about understanding people. Napoleon said, "A man will fight harder for his interests than for his rights." He knew that to inspire loyalty, he had to understand his troops' motivations, strengths, and weaknesses. The same is true for you, whether you're leading a team or just yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of effective leadership. What are your strengths? What are your blind spots? Once you've answered those questions, shift your focus outward. Understand the people you rely on.
And self-awareness is one of those things that is key as well, that most people are not self-aware. You don't know yourself, bro. But you have to know yourself, especially if you want to become a leader, especially if you want to become somebody that really, leads people into battle. Like, bro, you cannot be out here not understanding and analyzing yourself on a day-to-day basis, knowing, am I doing things right? Am I doing things wrong? What can I improve? Like, it doesn't make sense. You have to do that every single day so that you're on your toes, that you are moving. You have to. And that also the people around you are going to be very important as well.
Their goals, their fears, and what drives them. Align their interests with your vision, and you'll unlock a level of productivity and loyalty you never thought possible. Your action step: take time to evaluate your strengths and weaknesses honestly. Then do the same for your team. Start by having one-on-one conversations with those you work with to understand what truly motivates them. Leadership is about connection, not command. Master your time. If there's one thing Napoleon valued above all else, it was time.
Mm.
He remarked, "Take time to deliberate, but never waste time." In a world where distractions are everywhere, how you manage your time is what separates success from mediocrity.
And it's so easy at this point for you to waste your time. In reality, bro, you think these millionaires out here, these people that are making millions of dollars, are out here wasting their time, large chunks of time? There are people that have millions of dollars in the bank and are still working harder than a regular 9 to 5 person. That's why they got there in the first place. Did they stop? No, never. And I've seen people that are millionaires in their routines, right? What they do on a daily basis, and they do the same things over and over again. I'm like, why are they doing that? It makes no sense. But that's the system that worked, and they never stopped, even when they were millionaires. It shows something. It shows a level of grit that you can only get by actually valuing your time.
Think of time as your most valuable currency. How are you spending it? Are you investing it in activities that bring you closer to your goals? Or are you letting it slip through your fingers on trivial pursuits? Your action step: audit your time. For the next week, track how you spend every hour. Identify the activities that waste your time and replace them with actions that align with your goals. Remember, every moment you waste is a moment you can't get back.
Start doing this, bro. Start doing this right now. Anybody that's watching it, just start doing it. Just start doing it. Just
The importance of resilience. Failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Napoleon's exile to Elba could have been the final chapter of his story. Instead, he turned it into a comeback, proving his resilience and earning the loyalty of his followers once again. He said, "Victory belongs to the most persevering." Resilience is about more than just bouncing back. It's about learning from failure, adapting, and coming back stronger. It's about turning setbacks into opportunities and refusing to give up when the odds are stacked against you.
Hey, I know a lot of people that's given up as well. It's sad, bro. It's sad to see people give up. I just hope it will never be you guys, bro. Everybody that's watching this video. There's no point, bro. There's no point in you giving up. There's a lot of bad things that's happened to a lot of people. You're not alone. You're just one of many. You are one of many, I'm telling you. Look up on the internet. You can see a bunch of bad stuff that's happening to people world round. Most times that situation that you think is really bad isn't actually as bad as you think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, but you have to accept that reality and move forward. Don't let it hinder you. Because what will happen is, if you do, then it's just going to be you're going to be in a world of hurt, a world of sadness. It's not going to end well for you. The people that triumph, the people that actually are like, let me learn from this and move on and get up every muster of being that they have left and just take one step forward. They take one step. Not two, not three, not four, just one step forward. And then they take another. And then they take another. Then they start walking. And then eventually they start running and sprinting. That's all it takes. But that one step, man, just take that one step.
Your action step: reflect on a past failure. What did you learn from it? How can you use that lesson to fuel your next attempt?
Yep. Listen to him. Listen to him. Think about what failures that you've had and how you can get better at them. What you can do better. And then get out that ditch.
Resilience isn't just about survival, it's about growth. The power of momentum. Momentum is a force that can make the impossible seem achievable. Napoleon often said, "Ability is of little account without opportunity." But here's the catch. Opportunity is often created by momentum. Once you take that first step and push through the initial resistance, you'll find that progress becomes easier.
That's what I'm
Napoleon
saying.
understood this well, leading his troops from one swift victory to the next, each success building upon the last. Think about your own life. Are you stuck because you haven't started moving? Or are you trying to regain momentum after a setback? Momentum is not about perfection. It's about action, no matter how small. The key is to keep moving forward even when it feels like progress is slow. Your action step. Pick one small task you can complete today that aligns with your larger goals. It could be as simple as sending a message, making a decision, or setting a date for your next milestone. Then commit to doing something tomorrow that builds on it. The snowball effect is real.
It's real.
Start small and let your momentum carry you to greatness.
It's real.
Strategic delegation. Napoleon famously said, "An army marches on its stomach," highlighting the importance of logistics and preparation. But he didn't manage every detail himself. He trusted his generals and advisors to handle specific responsibilities, allowing him to focus on strategy and leadership. This principle of delegation is just as crucial today as it was on the battlefield. Many people make the mistake of thinking they have to do everything themselves. This mindset leads to burnout and inefficiency. Napoleon knew that the strength of a leader lies in their ability to empower others. By delegating effectively, you free up your time for the tasks that truly require your unique skills and insight. Your action step. Make a list of your current responsibilities. Identify the tasks that don't require your direct involvement and delegate them to someone else. If you're not in a position to delegate, consider automating repetitive tasks or outsourcing where possible. Remember, focusing on your strengths is what will drive your success. The value of preparation. Napoleon's victories were rarely the result of luck. He once said, "War is 90% information," emphasizing the critical role of preparation. Before any campaign, he studied maps, gathered intelligence, and meticulously planned every move. This level of preparation gave him a significant edge over his adversaries, who often underestimated him. Preparation isn't just about gathering information, it's about anticipating challenges and being ready to face them. Think of it as building a foundation. The stronger your foundation, the higher you can build. Whether it's preparing for a big presentation, an exam, or launching a new project, your success will often hinge on how well you've prepared. Your action step. Identify an upcoming challenge or opportunity. Break it down into smaller components and create a detailed plan to tackle each one. Research, practice, and rehearse. The more prepared you are, the more confident and capable you'll feel when the moment arrives. Boldness wins the day. Napoleon's daring strategies often left his enemies in shock. He wasn't afraid to take...
Yeah, because they weren't expecting it. They were not expecting it. You have to make bold moves sometimes. And sometimes it will not pay off. The bold move won't pay off. I've had many times where that's happened. I've lost thousands of dollars. The bold move sometimes just hasn't paid off yet, and it won't. But guess what? One day it will. And when that day comes, you will be ready and you will be prepared because you will have all those experiences, all those trial and errors. And that will be your foundation. That will build you. But if you just don't if you're scared, bro, if you're scared to fail, if you're scared to feel sad for a little bit, honestly, if you're scared for that, you just won't be able to make it. You won't be able to live a abundant lifestyle. You won't. There is no way.
Risks, whether it was marching across the Alps or facing larger armies. He understood that playing it safe rarely leads to extraordinary outcomes. Boldness doesn't mean recklessness. It means having the courage to pursue ambitious goals despite uncertainty. Think about a time when hesitation held you back. What opportunities might you have missed because you played it too safe? Boldness isn't about guaranteeing success. It's about creating the possibility of achieving something great.
Hmm.
As Napoleon proved time and again, calculated risk can change the course of history. Your action step. Identify one bold move you've been hesitant to make. It could be applying for a dream job, pitching a big idea, or stepping outside your comfort zone and
Or putting your whole rent on a parlay. Like, honestly, bro, just do it. Just do it. You know? Like, why not put your whole paycheck on a parlay? Put your whole paycheck on a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it. If you got a mortgage, just like, you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense why you should just take the bold step. I don't get it. Like, sometimes you just have to do it. But that's me personally, okay? I would do something like that. I don't know about y'all. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't, or maybe you should. If you're willing to risk it all, shoot.
some other way. Take the first step today. Boldness is the spark that ignites greatness. Napoleon's legacy. Napoleon's strategies and mindset offer timeless lessons. Whether leading armies or leading your own life, his principles can guide you to success. Remember, have a clear vision, act decisively, adapt to challenges, understand your team, master your time, and stay resilient. Success is within your reach if you're willing to take action. Which piece of Napoleon's advice will you act on today?
Action.
Let me know in the comments below. And if you
Action. And you know what I love also about Napoleon is that he's an example of somebody that has it all and still wanted conquest and still wanted everything and still didn't get lazy. Like, there's some people that just settle for, like, and it's usually because they have a female, but it's just like they settle for the life that they have and they're never trying to get better. Like, I have genuine, like, respect for people that could just sit in bed, do nothing with their life, chill, and drink pina coladas on an island somewhere or whatever and get pissed drunk, and that's their life. They could do that. Take drugs. But there's those people that just keep on working and keep on pushing. And it's like, bro, no matter what, no matter how much money, no matter how much, they don't stop. I admire those types of people, and hopefully we'll be just like that. People watching this video as well as myself. Because I will be. I know I will be. I know I won't be comfortable. It's just not in my DNA. So you got to ask yourself that question. Will you be comfortable? So yeah, man, I loved it, man. I love this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one.